song or pregame song?
All growing up, I've always wanted to be a BYU soccer player.
Graduating high school, I didn't want to play soccer in college.
I have pictures of me, like 5 years old, out on South Field with my dad at Alumni games.
Kind of changed my attitude about soccer. It's more just for fun.
And we're off to the races here.
I beat the coaches in an intramural game, and so after I beat them, they said, hey, we need a goalie to come fill in for practice, and then that's just how I came here.
So I had offers probably from every college in the state.
The University of Tulsa in Oklahoma, where I'm from. And then I actually don't remember the name of the school in California, but
I was definitely considering Utah State and going there.
I had an offer from Oregon State, which was a big deal.
I had talked to other coaches in the West, in California and Colorado and Oregon.
It's really cool seeing that yeah, these D1 level players chose to come to this school. There's got to be something behind that. And I don't think it's any coincidence that this group of guys is here now at this time.
My dream my whole life had been to come here. And the reason that it had become even more my dream as I matured was wherever I went, and I think I knew it in my heart, like here was where the good people were. And I felt like soccer was still a joy to play.
Talent is a central focus to having a good team. You can't have a good team without talent, right? But another piece of having a talented or a successful team is that you have to have people willing to buy in. And so every single one of these players got into BYU on their own. There was no enticing, there was no going out and convincing them to want to be part of BYU. They had that personal desire. So when you take a talented person who has a passion to be here on their own, and then you put them all collectively together, they're willing to do whatever it takes.
Also, another one of the reasons why I wanted to come here is because there's so much more than just soccer that we do here as a team.
Starting every practice, every game with a devotional from one of the players, with a prayer.
We go and do like temple trips sometimes, and we go to devotionals together. And so we do a lot of things outside of soccer that help to unify us.
In high school, I grew up in the South. I'm from South Carolina. And we're on teams, and you know, they would just like before games like cussing the other team out, and just not a positive atmosphere, I would say. And the first time I stepped on the field with these guys, it was prayer and devo, and I was like, what's going on, you know?
Talking about Christ, playing and remembering Christ, representing Christ, it's also part of the soccer. It's just, yeah.
It's just been amazing to see how perfectly the Spirit fits into soccer, which is something I've never thought of much.
I remember there was one time in nationals when one of our players was having some negative feelings, some anxiety, and wasn't feeling so well, and we were able to give him a blessing, and that is something you don't find in any other program anywhere else.
And maybe it's crazy to say, but like I feel like the Lord is aware of this team and like appreciates how we represent His university. Where we go around, we give devotionals to kids, we do service when we travel. Like, it's really amazing to be a part of something so much bigger than yourself.
Seeing amazing soccer players also have amazing testimonies, and they're strong in the gospel. They hold callings at church. They attend the temple weekly. Like, just seeing the amazing example they can be on and off the soccer field is really cool to see.
And that goes past the teammates to the coaches as well. All the coaches are also, you know, great fathers, great husbands. We talk about that frequently.
That's why there's a coach, definitely Coach Brandon. Brings us all together, gives us something to play for, keeps us humble and hungry, is a frequent reminder as we're winning to just try to win the next game as well. And so, yeah, I'd give all that to Coach Brandon.
So I grew up in Texas. Other than playing high school soccer with my brother, I never played with another person who was a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I came here and everybody was. And then I realized how important being part of that group was. And it directed probably the rest of my life, wanting to be connected to that. And now to have an opportunity to guide other players on that same path that I was able to be guided on is a massive piece of why I coach here. And if that piece wasn't there, the honest truth is I don't know if I'd still be here. It's the opportunity to come and rub shoulders with people who have all the same beliefs as you, have the same desires and passions as you, both on and off the field, that fosters the love that you feel with every player.
His impact as a leader, as a follower, as a father, and then as a follower of Christ, he just makes it such a cool experience. So for me, it's not even about the games that I'm playing soccer for. It's more practice and being around him and the guys that makes it meaningful for me.
I think BYU soccer is a successful program because of the spirit that resides here. Not just in a necessarily spiritual sense, but also just in the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the playfulness of it all.
If you really want to know why we're successful winning national championships,
Four in a row, 5 in the last 6 years.
that would probably be the core piece of it. We take talented players who have a passion to be here to represent the jersey, and we give them an identity as a collective group.
We have so much talent on the team in every position, and if we went player for player, our talent is better than any other club team that we face. But so we talk a lot about mental strength to be able to make sure that we're performing at the best of our ability. Because just because we have that talent doesn't mean that we're going to perform to the best of our abilities every weekend when we play games.
And so everyone here plays for the person next to him, right? Every time you cross that white line, you promise to support your brother, support the guy next to you, and you put in the work so he doesn't have to.
And we haven't lost a game in a full calendar year, and that's a special thing. But it doesn't account for the aspect that in the classroom, every one of them are succeeding. It doesn't account for the fact that out of 24 players last year, we had 23 return missionaries. I hold that way more important than anything we do on the soccer field. And it doesn't account for, I don't know how many players we're at now that are married, and even one with a kid. I love soccer. I'm super passionate about soccer. It drives me, and I'm a soccer junkie. But if you take that away, building relationships and building guys who can take care of families, it would be by far the most important thing to me. And what I get most excited about is watching them come back as alumni with their kids and their wives and wanting to be around here.
A few weeks ago, we had our alumni weekend.
Minutes, and we're going to see a lot of action tonight from our Cougar alumni here on the stream.
How the old dudes, the players of yesteryear, the has-beens who reminisce, the Uncle Ricos of the program are able to perform against the current lineup. What are your predictions?
I think the first word that comes to mind about our alumni is accountability. We have 60 plus years worth of alumni who come back. We had, I think it was 75 or 80 alumni come out to our event a couple weeks ago.
I think it's really what sets BYU soccer apart from other extramural sports because our alumni are so passionate. My dad played on the alumni game a few days ago actually, and I was able to step on the field with them.
And it's so cool to see how much they still care about us on the team and also about BYU and about the whole program.
I mean, there's like 80-year-old guys who still come back and just love to be here. So it's really special to represent what we kind of feel like is a family. And to do them justice and to do them proud is awesome.
That makes me want to be better now because I know that those people that have come before me, they've put their best in, and also now they're still involved with, whether it be through donations or through supporting the team coming to games. And so that to me adds to my desire to be better and to represent them well along with the school and my teammates and everything.
You're not just doing it for the players on the field, you're not just doing it for yourself, but you have 60 plus years worth of people that you're also representing, and that's a big piece too.
I guess the impact, the legacy I hope to leave is, like, don't be afraid or ashamed of who you are or to be different, right? Like, this is a different program and it always will be. You know, we worked harder than anyone else. We did all we could more than anyone else. We put in the time, the effort, everything we needed to be successful on the field, but maybe more than anything, we trusted in God and Jesus. It's something that will stick with me forever.